Welcome everybody to the Phocuswright conference. It's fantastic to be back together here in this beautiful city of San Diego. We kicked things off yesterday with a full slate of breakouts, roundtables, and programs for young leaders and startups, plus plenty of networking and meetings.
And now we continue with our center stage programming, more than 12 hours of interviews and panel discussions carefully curated by our team of analysts and editors. And of course, our launch program is back, where you will hear from 9 innovative companies sharing new products in a fast-paced pitch-style format. And speaking of innovation, travel's startup ecosystem continues to thrive. Congratulations to the 25 companies named to Phocuswire's Hot 25 Travel Startups for 2026. Many of those founders are with us. Let's please give them a hand.
This year we have more than 1,200 of you here on site, from 600 companies and 50 countries gathered at this event. It's truly a global gathering of industry leaders. It's one of the few times each year when the global travel industry comes together in one place. Competitors, collaborators, innovators, investors, all here to test ideas, share strategies, and create a playbook for the future. It's truly game on.
And nothing is reshaping the playing field faster than AI. It is shifting the ground beneath our feet, maybe not an earthquake, but certainly a tremor that is shaking up the power dynamics as it transforms how travelers search, plan, and book, and really how all of the companies here at this event operate. But while AI may be learning fast, it still hasn't figured out how to replace the hallway conversations, the shared laugh over coffee, and the spark that comes from real human connection. And that's why being here matters. This room, this community, is where the next big ideas in travel are born.
And as we all navigate this shifting ground, each of us is adapting in different ways, building new strategies, trying new plays. Before we kick off, every game needs a scorecard. Let's put one up for the challenges you're playing against. Grab your phone and scan this QR code on the screen to answer the poll. What's the biggest force shaping how your company plays the game today? Is it AI and automation, geopolitics and regulation, changing consumer behavior, market growth and expansion, talent and workforce transformation? What do you think, Mitra?
Yeah, we didn't give you an all of the above option, so I guess you have to pick one of those.
I have a sneaking suspicion it might be AI and automation.
Yeah, not a big surprise there.
It's been another remarkable year for travel. Flights are full, hotels are packed, and travelers are exploring the world with incredible enthusiasm. But the industry's resilience is being tested on multiple fronts, from geopolitics and economic uncertainty to shifts in distribution dynamics and the growing urgency of climate action.
So let's put some numbers to it. We are fully in a new normal that began to arise out of the pandemic. Consumers recognize the value of travel and their time and being very intentional about how they are using it. Phocuswright's latest global travel market report predicts continued growth, with global gross bookings expected to reach $1.8 trillion in 2027.
And it's largely a story of growth markets. Asia Pacific accounted for 27% of all bookings in 2024, and we expect that to stay relatively steady through 27. But some countries in that region are booming, notably India, which is on track to hit $61 billion in gross bookings in 2028, nearly 1.5 times its 2024 size. Meanwhile, 2 of the primary growth markets are the Middle East, buoyed by mega projects, tourism-led development strategies, and resilient outbound demand, and Latin America, as connectivity improvements, currency stabilization, and growing middle-class travel fuel incremental gains.
So travel demand remains strong, but the way we serve that demand is changing. We wanted to get a look inside travel companies to understand the impact of AI. So in August, we surveyed travel executives around the world and found that 83% are using this technology, with about 3/4 using it for internal solutions and half for consumer-facing products. And the signals from the industry are clear. AI is paying off. The conversation is shifting from does it help to how do we scale it? And then there's the next evolution, agentic AI, systems that don't just chat, they take action. In our August survey, nearly 60% of travel businesses said they are experimenting or scaling agents. Only 9% are on the sidelines. And what that tells us is there isn't just interest, there is action.
AI isn't just transforming how companies operate, it's also changing how travelers dream, decide, and book. And our new consumer research, just published last week, indicates this ongoing shift. From our recent US survey fielded in September, we see a big jump just in the last year. And now nearly 4 in 10 US travelers are using platforms like ChatGPT, Google's AI mode, to research and plan their trips. Raise your card if you've used AI in some way for your travel. Do we see any reds?
I don't have a card, but
I don't see any
I
reds.
don't see any. And this usage is really starting to shift the landscape. At the top of the funnel, general search, and by that we mean a traditional search on Google or a similar site, still leads, but it is dropping, while searches on sites like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Perplexity are sprinting ahead. And review sites are also losing ground, possibly due to AI and social channels providing answers faster. The big question, of course, is whether these AI searches are impacting trip decisions. And the answer is yes. Notably, users tell us that the information they have received from an AI query has impacted their selection of lodging and destination, what to eat, what to do, and how to book.
We'll say it again, the ground is shifting. The stakes of the game couldn't be higher. The winners will be those who adapt quickly, who see opportunity in disruption, and who use data and technology to create real value for travelers. We are all trying to figure it out, this new world, and we are here to learn from one another.
We hope you will agree that we have put together one of the best programs we have ever had at the Phocuswright Conference. On this stage, you will hear from executives from Booking Holdings, Expedia Group, Google, Marriott, Airbnb, American Airlines, the list goes on. And tomorrow morning, we will kick off with Barry Diller, one of the most dynamic figures in American business, whose career bridges media, technology, and travel.
We've also been very thoughtful about the way we've structured our program. For example, we begin in a few minutes with an interview with Agoda CEO Omri Morgenstern, because when we think about the industry's future growth, as we showed, we know the biggest opportunities are in these growth markets, in Asia Pacific, as well as the Middle East and Latin America.
And then we are diving into the hot topic of social and video with speakers from Reddit, TikTok, and YouTube. And following that, a look at how travel sellers are moving beyond suppliers and OTAs with speakers from Chase Travel, Hopper HTS, and iSeats. And that is just the first couple of hours. This afternoon will be launch, and throughout the next 2 days, you will hear some of our latest Phocuswright research on topics including loyalty, startups, and US consumer trends.
And tomorrow morning, don't miss a new interactive session, New Leadership for a New Age. We're bringing everyone together for a small group mentorship in a dynamic discussion focused on future-proofing teams, navigating uncertainty, and leading with agility.
And let's not forget what many of you tell us is really the most valuable, the most magical part of this event, the networking. From receptions to lunches to spontaneous meetups at the hotel bar, we have structured this event to provide a variety of opportunities to interact with your fellow attendees. Because as much as this conference is about insights and innovation, it is also about connection.
We're proud to once again be offsetting the carbon footprint of this event, including waste, power, water usage, food and beverage, and transportation emissions of every attendee, this year with the support of our sponsor, Travel Guard. And get out your phones. We brought back a very popular tool, Get Pika. So scan this QR code and follow the instructions and get instant access to any photos from our professional photographer that you appear in throughout the event.
And finally, our friendly and brilliant colleagues that you see on the screen are all here to help and to ensure that you have an amazing time. We've got an incredible lineup ahead, so we will get out of the way and let the real action begin.
Game on!